Water, H2O, a substance vital for all known forms of life. We drink it, clean ourselves with it, and power machines with it. A water molecule consists of two hydrogen atoms covalently bonded to an oxygen atom. Due to the higher electronegativity of the oxygen when compared to the hydrogen, water is a polar molecule with an electrical dipole moment. This leads to the formation of hydrogen bonding, which gives water several of its significant properties: capillary action, universal solvent, high surface tension, and high specific heat. Even though 70.9% of the Earth's surface is water, only 2.5% of all water is fresh water, and less than 0.3% of fresh water is in lakes, rivers, and the atmosphere. According to the World Health Organization, by 2025, half of the world's population will be facing water-based vulnerability. By 2030, water demand will exceed supply by over 50%. We need to make the best use and conserve the water supplies we have left.
Water pollution is a huge problem nation and worldwide. We have a limited amount of water on Earth, and our activities continue to deteriorate the quality and usefulness of this supply. The effects of this problem are clear even within our own city of Greensboro. Recent studies and surveys have shown elevated levels of radon in Guilford County groundwater. This is extremely dangerous because higher levels of radon lead to significantly increased rates of cancer in those that come into contact with the contaminated groundwater. People do not even have to actively drink this groundwater to be affected by radon, as it is actually more effective through inhalation. This can take place when showering with the contaminated groundwater, bathing, or even just breathing the air in areas with significant concentrations of radon in the groundwater. Radon is only one of the few dangerous pollutants found in our water now, and the others can be just as detrimental to human health. These pollutants find their way into our public water almost entirely through improper waste disposal. However, factories and large companies which dispose of waste which can contain substances such as radon are not the only ones to blame in this situation. Much of the water pollution in our city stems from improper waste disposal by individuals and households. Every time someone pours out mop water, leaves out grass clippings, or washes their car, these substances will either drain down into or be washed away into storm drains. These drains serve as a major part of our water system by carrying rainwater to water treatment plants to be used for public water. However, this treatment is not structured to eradicate all of the pollutants we have added into this rainwater. The continued improper disposal of such items leads to much greater water pollution. If we do not address this problem quickly and effectively, it will result in seriously negative consequences for our community.
In order to address the industrial waste which is contaminating our water, we must focus first on large companies and factories. Due to the relative novelty of anti-pollution legislation, when focusing on industrial waste as it applies to water pollution, many businesses have yet to impose environmentally safe methods of disposing toxic waste. The excess chemicals and other waste materials that must be removed from the factories are often dumped directly into water sources or improperly sealed waste containers, which can leak back into the water. Individual and household problems need to be addressed, such that people learn how to correctly dispose of household waste and introduce such chemicals into our water supply.
There is radioactive radon gas in the groundwater used by thousands of people in Greensboro alone, but breathing radon is much more dangerous than drinking water containing radon. Radon can cause diseases such as cancer in large amounts if ingested, so if you are in an area susceptible to radon, you can buy aeration and activated charcoal systems to fit your home water supply. Using filtration systems for your home can filter a variety of other harmful substances out of your water supply other than radon, such as chlorine, lead, copper, pesticides, and lime, which causes hardness. Storm sewers drain into lakes while sanitary sewers go to treatment plants before being recycled. These can easily get confused, which causes people to dump their waste, such as gasoline and yard clippings, into storm sewers thinking it gets treated, but this is not true at all. Right now, the government uses science to promote awareness to stop dumping in storm sewers, but this is not enough. There needs to be filter systems on storm sewers. Fish and benthic microinvertebrates, including mussels and crayfish, are already caught, counted, measured, and observed for health issues. This can indicate the health and pollution levels of the lake or stream they live in. It might cost more money, but Guilford County has to filter out pollutants before they get to bodies of water. They could send water from storm sewers to the wastewater treatment plant for treatment before it's dumped in the bodies of water. This water would not be filtered and treated to the same degree as drinking water is, but base treatment should be required before the water is dumped in the Guilford County lakes and streams. Using filters on storm drains will increase the health of bodies of water all around Greensboro. This will not only help the fish and other organisms living in the water, but also organisms that rely on the lake for water, such as deer and plants.